Morning, Year 9. Right, I'm going to go through these calculations that you did on Friday. Okay, so you've got your formula triangle at the top. This is about calculating the concentration of solutions. Remember we said that concentration is how much of the solute is dissolved in the solvent. So think of it like your cordial. Okay, if it's very, very dark, then it means we would usually use the word strong, but we mean that it's very concentrated. Okay, the more water there is in it, then the paler the colour of your squash, and the lower the concentration. Okay, now you need to be careful because in chemistry not all solutions are coloured. Okay, so we can't always rely on the colour of something to see how concentrated it is. Okay, so we're going to use the formula triangle. First thing we need to be able to do is remember how to use them. Okay, so in the first one it says use the formula triangle to calculate mass. Okay, now that's actually done for you, so the finger is over mass, and that's going to be calculated by concentration multiplied by the volume. Now remember, that's really key that volume is in decimeters cubed. Okay, so remember that you have to do that unit conversion most of the time first. Then it says volume. Okay, so this time is the third triangle. To calculate volume, where the finger's covering that up, it's going to be mass divided by concentration. And then the last version of the formula, I want to find out concentration, so I cover that up, and it's going to be my mass divided by my volume. Okay, now we're going to use those three calculations, those three formula, to work out some different bits and bobs with the data that we've been given. Okay, I apologise if my camera keeps going out of focus. Right, so it says calculate the mass, and it's given it you in bowls so that you remember which one to use. So we're going to be using equation number 1. So it's the mass is concentration times volume. And I'm just going to take those two values that I've been given out of the question. So it's going to be my volume is 4 decimeters cubed, and my concentration is 20. So I'm going to do 20 multiplied by 4, which will give me 80 grams. Okay, now the next one, again I'm calculating mass. Now I'm going to do concentration times volume again. I've got 10 decimeters cubed and 15 grams per decimeter cubed, so that's my concentration. So it's going to be the 15 multiplied by 10, which will give me 150 grams. Okay, the third one, this time I'm looking at the concentration, so I need to go up and see that I'm using a different version. Okay, so I do a different calculation this time. So concentration is mass divided by volume. Now it's really important you get these the right way around, otherwise your answer won't make any sense. So we've got a mass of 3.65 and a volume of 8. So it's going to be 3.65 divided by 8, which is going to give me, I've lost my calculator. Oh, there it is. Okay, so 3.65 divided by 8, which gives me 0.45. Okay. Now my unit for concentration is going to be grams per decimeter cubed. And I'm going to take that from those triangles. Okay, right, let me just see if I can get this one in focus. So again, it's concentration that you're looking at. Okay, so we're going to use concentration is mass divided by volume. I know that I've got 2.15 grams and 5 decimeters cubed, so it's going to be 2.15 divided by 5, which will give me 0.43. So again, it's going to be, and it gives you the unit there in actual fact, so 0.43. Right, now this time I want to use the volume. So I'm going to find my calculation. I know you hate writing it out, but if you write it out, then it means that you're going to do the sum correctly. So volume is, so let me just put a volume there. Volume equals mass divided by concentration. Okay, I'm going to shorten concentration to that. So I've got a mass of 4.45 grams and I've got a concentration of 25 grams per decimeter cubed. So 4.45 divided by 25 will give me 4.5 equals 0.178. Now it's a volume, so again we've got our units, so it's going to be decimeters cubed. Okay, now the next one is volume again, so it's going to be mass divided by concentration. So I've got my grams. If in a question as well, I would do what I'm doing and underline the values that you've been given. Okay, now in this case they've put the thing that they're looking for in bold. If it isn't in an exam question, then circle it so you remember what data you've been given, okay, and what it is that you need to find out. Because if there's three things needed, so if you go back to the formula triangle, it's got 3 things in it. For any calculation, you'll always be given 2 of them. Okay, so you just need to figure out which is which and then put them in the right places. So I've got 5 grams, which will be divided by 30. So 5 divided by 30 will give me 0.16 recurring. So I'm going to round that up to 0.167. Again, that's going to be decimeters cubed. Okay, and the last one again is the volume. I've got 8.8 grams and I've got 42 grams per decimeter cubed is my concentration. So again, I'm writing it out because I know some of you in the work that you sent me got in a bit of a muddle. You did things the wrong way around. So it's 8.80 divided by 42, which will give me, divided by 42, 0.209. So I'm going to round that up to 210 decimeters cubed. Okay. Now, you've used formula triangles lots and lots of times for different things, okay, and they're always exactly the same. It doesn't matter what the formula is and what the exam question is or what the topic is. It could be even physics, it could be to do with forces, okay. In the question, you'll always be given 2 out of 3 things, okay. So get into the habit of underlining the things you've been given and circling the thing that you want to find, because it will help you just focus on what data you've got. Okay, now the second part of today's task is to go on to Doddle, and there is a quiz for you to complete. Okay.